So thank you very much. I'll just start with some opening remarks and really hand over then to Anisha to moderate the session. So I think we're going through quite an interesting transformation right now in the mobile entertainment space and the content space and the application space. I mean, the application trend is of course changing the whole space of innovation. And on one hand, we're seeing a lot of plethora of applications. We're seeing a lot of new models evolving. You know, the premium model content is truly king. So those enabling it are queen. But really, the ultimate King Kong is the end user, the customer, at the end of the value chain, who is of utmost importance. And I think what really matters at the end of the day, which I'm repeating it several, and I'm sure a lot of you people know, is really about the experience, because that's all that is you know, the most relevant point. And I think it's all about delivering that most relevant, contextual, and beneficial experience for the end user. And coined a term actually over a decade ago called simplexity, the need for simplicity in an increasingly complex device or architecture or ecosystem. And I think that's what is really the need continuously, to ensure that we get the right design thinking in developing the right solutions for the market. And India being so vast with its you know, wide range of segments that we have, I think you really have to micro-segment and try to see how quickly can you get to developing something for the one user, even to that level of granularity that one can go to. Now, we've seen mobile entertainment really evolve from the more traditional models, you know, as we've seen the tearing of the walled gardens from the operator landscape. We've seen the OTT players, the over-the-top guys come in, and a whole new sort of ball game and transformations taking place, where the value chain and the different stakeholders are getting a lot more importance now. The developer community getting a lot more fair share of revenue. We've seen, you know, the traditional ABCD of content, as you know, the astrology, Bollywood, cricket, and devotion, evolve into a lot more meaningful levels of content. And one of the areas that I've been, for example, looking at is edutainment. You know, not just entertainment, but what's meaningful. What can you learn from that? The gamification trend is a major part of that. We've seen healthcare, education be very important topics for emerging markets. And then we've seen the media space evolve very quickly, you know, from the passive, lean back, relaxed, couch potato mode of media 1.0, as we call it, to a media 2.0, that is really talking about semi-interactive, the PC mode, as we've seen. Move into a really media 3.0, what we call is very immersive access to content and entertainment. And here I'm talking about real dive-in with you know, examples like the Wii and the Kinect and new sensors and gesture-based services which are coming about in the market. Then we've seen, you know, obviously the need for seamless access of content. You know, multi-screen convergence is happening very rapidly. We've, you know, one of the case examples that I tend to use very frequently is, you know, imagine you're starting a movie on your flight, on the IC, you know, in-flight entertainment, and you pause it there, you unpause it on the taxi home on your tablet, and you pause it again, and you unpause it again on your large screen television, LED television, for example, your smart TV at home. So that's the seamless access that users are demanding very rapidly. And this is very much capabilities are there to deliver that. There are whole new technologies which are coming about, like augmented reality, VR, virtual reality in 3D, which are again bringing in whole new elements of a new perspective. And then one of the trends, in fact, I was giving a talk last week, or actually last month, in the Sydney Opera House. I was talking about India innovation, and you know, Nano was one big innovation that came from India. Then came Akash. But Akash is still to prove its worth, certainly, at the moment. And then I think the next wave is really about collaborative. There's a touchscreen, multi-touch surface computing, which is coming about. And that's, I call as the next big trend, which is going to be really taking on a lot of new interesting areas on healthcare and education. So with that initial remarks, I just thought I'll then hand over to Anisha.
All right. Hi, everyone. Thanks, Anurag, for that very informative 5-minute recap on the the entertainment sector. Just real quick, I actually don't know my role as a moderator, but I did have the good fortune of going over, I was a part of the jury, and I did have the good fortune of going over this sector. And so we got to see a lot of cool stuff that's happening, and it was actually truly fascinating. I'm really looking forward to hearing the guys present, because it was very interesting seeing some of the models that have evolved, especially in the entertainment sector, which seem to have a lot more than a lot of the other sectors did. And also it's nice to be able to see firsthand what these guys, you know, we had to put things together. But now we get to see firsthand what actually this is. So I'm going to hand it over. Is Roshan here? All right, so I'm going to hand it over to Rajiv Kumar Rockstock and let him take it from there.